Most of us would agree that Eddie Murphy is one of the greatest comedians of all time. But today, we're talking about his brother, Charlie Murphy, a man who was just as talented, just as funny, and in many ways, completely underrated. Charlie Murphy wasn't just a comedian. He was a fighter, a survivor, a writer, and one of the greatest storytellers comedy has ever seen. Charlie Murphy was born on July 12, 1959, in Queens, New York, but he was raised in Brooklyn and Long Island. He was the oldest child in the family. His mother, Lillian Murphy, worked as a telephone operator, and his father, Charles Edward Murphy, was a delivery man, a transit police officer, an amateur actor, and a comedian. Entertainment and struggle were both part of Charlie's DNA from the very beginning. When Charlie was only 5 years old, his parents divorced. Then, when he was just 9, tragedy hit the family hard. His father was murdered by his girlfriend in a shocking and violent incident that happened in front of the family. That moment changed everything. Later, Charlie's mother remarried Vernon Lynch Sr., who raised Charlie and Eddie as his own. Their younger brother, Vernon Lynch Jr., was born soon after. Growing up in Brooklyn made Charlie tough. He learned early how to fight, how to survive, and how to protect himself and his family. Anyone who messed with his little brother Eddie had to deal with Charlie first. Comedy was always around him. Charlie and Eddie listened non-stop to Red Fox, Richard Pryor, and Dolomite albums, learning timing, delivery, and the power of storytelling. Charlie knew early that Eddie was special. Eddie would watch television, memorize shows, study characters, and practice impressions in the mirror. Charlie joked too, but his humor was rougher. He picked on people, including Eddie. Eddie didn't take it lightly and would get so mad he'd throw knives, irons, and anything he could grab. Charlie would hide behind doors while Eddie tried to stab his feet from underneath. That was their childhood, crazy, intense, and real. At the same time, Charlie was constantly getting into trouble. He was suspended from school multiple times for fighting, and even once for hitting a teacher. One teacher reportedly paid him $100 just to never return to class because Charlie teased him so badly. In 1970, Charlie appeared in the movie The Landlord, which was filmed in his neighborhood. His mother entered his name and he was selected. That technically made Charlie part of show business before Eddie, but despite that early start, the streets kept pulling him back in. When the family moved to Long Island, Charlie attended Roosevelt High School, a school with a rough reputation. Being a Brooklyn kid, he didn't fit in. He linked up with other outsiders, kids from Harlem, the Bronx, and other areas. One of his neighbors at the time was Chuck D, who would later form Public Enemy. While Eddie, at just 13, was doing stand-up comedy at clubs and talent shows, Charlie went in the opposite direction. He started using drugs, stealing, and fighting even more. Charlie joined a street gang called the King Pythons. When his mother found out, she told him to leave the gang or leave the house. He tried to leave, but the gang chased him daily, attacked his friends, and stabbed some of them. Eventually, Charlie was arrested for robbing a taxi driver. He received probation, violated it, and by the age of 18, he served a year in jail. After getting out, Charlie knew he had to change his life. No branch of the military would take him because of his criminal record, except the Navy. He lied about his past and got in. He served 6 years as a boiler technician. The Navy saved his life. He faced racism, violence, and constant tension, but it kept him off the streets. While home on leave, Charlie watched Eddie's career explode. One night at Eddie's show, some men heckled him from the crowd. Charlie handled it the only way he knew how, by beating them up. Not long after, Eddie was on Saturday Night Live, starring in 48 Hours, Trading Places, and dominating comedy. Eddie wanted Charlie to be his head of security, but Charlie was still enlisted. Eventually, Eddie demanded Charlie's release to perform a private show, and in 1984, Charlie left the Navy. He became Eddie's bodyguard and entered a wild world of fame, Studio 54, non-stop partying, drugs everywhere, and celebrities at every turn. Charlie became close friends with Mike Tyson and Rick James, experiences that would later become legendary stories. Eventually, Charlie wanted more than being muscle. He started writing movie scripts. His first major script, The Peddler, about drug kingpin Nicky Barnes, sold to Paramount for $150,000 but was never made. Another script sold for $250,000. Hollywood wasn't ready. Charlie was ahead of his time. Charlie moved into acting, appearing in Harlem Nights, Mo Better Blues, CB4, Jungle Fever, The Players Club, and many more. He wrote Vampire in Brooklyn and later Norbit, which he wrote in just 3 days. Norbit grossed over $300 million worldwide. In 2003, Charlie joined the Chappelle Show. His true Hollywood stories about Rick James and Prince became instant classics. People thought the stories were fake until everyone involved confirmed they were true. Charlie Murphy became a legend overnight. Later, Charlie pursued stand-up comedy seriously in his 40s. At first, he was booed by audiences. With advice from Martin Lawrence, he sharpened his act and earned respect. He voiced characters in The Boondocks, GTA San Andreas, and appeared in Power, Black Jesus, and more. In 2009, tragedy struck again when his wife, Tisha Taylor Murphy, died from cervical cancer at the age of 40. She even planned her own funeral so Charlie wouldn't worry. That loss devastated him. On April 12, 2017, Charlie Murphy passed away from leukemia at the age of 57. He kept his illness private, refusing to let it define him. His death shocked the world. Charlie Murphy was more than Eddie Murphy's brother. He was a real one. A man who lived hard, told the truth, and left behind stories that will live forever. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy.